Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün Hollanda'nın en popüler üniversitelerinden Tillburg Üniversitesi'nden Ingrid bizlerle olacak. Lütfen sorularınızı sağ alt köşede Questions bölümünden yönlendirmeyi unutmayın. Yes Ingrid, the stage is yours now.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, thank you for the introduction. Welcome to Tilburg University. We're happy, of course, to have you here today. We're going to talk about everything about Tilburg University. We know you're wondering what comes next in terms of your studies, of your career, of your future. So today I'm going to tell you, of course, a great option, which is Tilburg University. We're going to talk about the programs, our campus, the facilities, extra activities, and much more. I'm going to introduce myself just a little bit. I'm Ingrid Liendo. I come from Peru, and I was also an international student myself. And I can still remember how difficult it was for me to choose the right program. I did a master's program in business communication and digital media. I decided for Tilburg University. Now I live in the Netherlands. I work for Tilburg University. So I think it was an amazing decision that I made at the time. So let's start talking about the Netherlands and how it is to study here. So first of all, if you decide to study in the Netherlands, wherever you go is going to be a great experience for you. Here in the Netherlands, we have open-minded people, great places to visit, and most importantly, here you can be yourself. The Netherlands is one of the safest countries, and we also have one of the happiest people. So I believe we're number fifth in terms of happiness. Uh, Also, we have excellent education. The government of the Netherlands has dedicated a lot of efforts of having a good quality of education. So you can be sure that it is a good investment for your future. It's one of the best countries for businesses in Europe. Even though the Netherlands it doesn't have native English speakers, most of the people here speak English. So you can easily move around our campus, but also outside the university, you are going to be able to communicate with others in different, for example, in restaurants, in shops, everywhere. And there are more than 2,000 English taught programs, so it's fully in English. Now we know more about studying in the Netherlands, and I want to talk about the two different types of educations that we have in the country. So first, you have University of Applied Sciences, which is different from research universities. Universities of Applied Sciences, it is, yes, the name say it. It is um, applied what you learn. So it is more like learning what you are doing. For instance, if you want to study something in hospitality, or you want to something in cooking, or then you need to practice more. You need to learn what you're doing. So this is more to this type of universities. But then we have research universities, which is our university, and that's the highest education that you can get. In the University of Applied Sciences, the programs they last 4 years because you need to do an internship, you need to practice what you're learning. At the research university, it is 3 years. And here is more about developing your critical mindset, the knowledge, your skills, personal, also individual skills. So it is different. It is doing a thesis, researching, debating, questioning everything that is happening, and what are we giving back to society. So being socially responsible is also very important. And usually in the Netherlands, what happens is that students they go to the research university and then they do the bachelor's program and then they go straight to the master's program. But this is not compulsory. You can decide for yourself if you want to do a master's program and then work and then do later a master's program, or do the both like one next to the other, and which one is the best university for you. This depends on what you want to study or what you want to do in the future. So you need to look at it for yourself and check which university fits better of what you want to do in your career. Okay, so now we know more about the Netherlands. We know about the type of education, how does it work, and now let's move to talk about Tilburg University. So Tilburg University, it is located, of course, in Tilburg City. It is the seventh largest city in the Netherlands, so it's not super big as uh, other cities. So it's not really touristic, crazy. It's not. It is a student city, so you're gonna see a lot of young people on campus, but also in the center. And I'm going to say Tilburg has a really chill vibe, so it's quite nice to walk around. It has a lot of shops to visit, restaurants, but you also get the real Dutch experience. So you're gonna be in touch with a lot of Dutch people, but also international people because it is a student city. And hello, everyone who's saying hi in the chat. It's nice to, of course, see that everybody is active and following the presentation. In Tilburg City, there are around 200,000 people living in it. And from that number, 28,000 are students. This is a picture of an activity that we do for you, for students. We welcome you, and then we have Top Week, which is this activity. So you have different you meet other people, you go to check the city, we give you a tour of the university, of the campus. So it's very fun and everybody is having fun just before starting to study at Tilburg University. Some details about Tilburg University. It was founded in 1927 as a business school, but it was already a business school with ethics. So this was ahead of their time. Now businesses are trying to give back to society, but Tilburg University was thinking about this already in 1927. We have 6 schools and 1 green modern campus, and you can see it also in the screen. So it's very, very green. A lot of trees, green areas to chill, to study. If you walk 5 minutes away from the university, you are already in the forest. And here is very compact. So everything is well connected, and that is quite unique in the Netherlands. So usually universities, they are in the city, so you have one building and then you need to bike or walk to the next class 10 to 5, 10, 15 minutes. So it is not everything there connected. Here it really feels like a small city inside the city. You're going to enter our campus and you're going to know, oh, this is the university. You're going to see your fellow classmates, young people around. And so it's like a little bit of a movie. It's quite nice. We have more than 20,000 students, more than 110 nationalities, 10 plus international bachelor's programs fully in English, and more than 40 international master's programs. Our mission, understanding society, but not only understanding it, but also helping to solve complex social issues in society. I already told you we are a research university, so it's everything about being critical and giving back to society. How do we do this? We do it by creating connections between professors and students, having a lot of debate, interaction. Okay, let's continue with the presentation. Again, why Tilburg University? We have a strong focus on global issues. We have a wonderful green campus. We're leader in fields of business. We were founded as a business school, also in economic, psychology, and law. Lots of opportunities for extracurricular activities. We have a lot of student associations. Also, we know that moving from a different country, it is difficult. It was difficult for me. Sometimes you have a lot of things to do, your thesis, assignments. It can get difficult. So we have a student counseling and support, and we have extra facilities. So we have a career center, and here they have different also activities, for instance, to help you build your curriculum, to help you navigate the job market. We have a language center. And here, as a student in the bachelor's or master's level, you get vouchers and you can exchange these vouchers to study, for instance, Spanish, Dutch, or any other language. And this is something extra from your normal courses. So this is, you get these vouchers and you can exchange it, and it's not going to affect your grades, but you can still study a different language with these vouchers. We also have a sports center. Tons of activities to do, so from spinning, dancing, yoga, swimming, tennis, football, and a lot more. So we have, and it's also really close to our campus. So it's just, our campus is here, you walk 5 minutes and there is the sports center. And let's continue talking about the schools that we have. So this is the overview. We have 6 schools: Tilburg Law School, Economics and Management, Social and Behavioral Sciences, Data Science, Theology, and then we have University College Tilburg and Tilburg School of Humanities and Digital Sciences. We were also talking about the international environment at Tilburg University. More than 4,000 international students, more than 100 nationalities, but also the professors, more than 40% they come from abroad. And depending on the program that you're going to study is the percentage of international students. So it could be from 30 to 35% of international students, depending on what you want to study. Okay, and the experience doesn't end at Tilburg University. There are opportunities to go to an exchange program, a semester abroad. So this is just the overview. Depends on the program. For instance, you can go to study in Canada, in United States, even in Brazil, in different countries. So you can, in the third year of your studies, you can go for an exchange or a semester abroad. And it is also important to talk about the rankings and accreditations that we have. So we are 17 in business administration, 28 in economics, but the first one, we have the number one program in the Netherlands. We also are 28 in law, 37 in business and economics. Okay, we talk about the Netherlands. How is the education system, Tilburg University. I know it's a lot of information. I hope you're following. If you have questions, please write them in the question part, so you can see it in the bottom, not in the chat. And I'm going to be really happy to answer all your questions at the end of the presentation. And we're going to talk briefly about the program, so from the bachelor's level and also the master's level. From the people who are interested in studying a bachelor's program, they are fully in English. I already told you we have more than 10 fully English taught programs, multicultural classrooms. Yes, and we have a mix of lectures and tutorials. So you're going to have big lectures with a lot of people and the professor in the front, materials that you need to read, but you also have small tutorials. And there you get to have more interactions with your professor, with your classmate, debate, questioning everything. You will also have group assignments, and everything is about developing your skills, personal, professional, everything. And this is an overview of the programs. I'm going to talk maybe briefly about a few of them. Probably the most popular program that we have is International Business Administration. We already talked about this, that Tilburg University was founded as a business school, so it has a really good program in business, and you will get the foundation of business, courses in marketing, in management. Then we have a program of entrepreneurship and business innovation. It is quite a new program and it's getting very popular, so you get ready to start your own company, your startup, or being in the creative part of a multinational, of a big company. We have the number one program in economics, and it is about studying how the decisions of people, of companies and governments affect society. So in the micro and the micro level. Then we have cognitive science and artificial intelligence. And nowadays you can see artificial intelligence in probably everything. It is getting very popular, but we also need to have the balance between the development of artificial intelligence and also how it is affecting society. Then we have data science, and this is quite a unique program that we have with Eindhoven University of Technology. And here you get courses in programming, data analytics, how to spot trends in data, how to analyze and read data, but also the legal and social aspect. We have econometrics and operations research, a mathematical program. Then we have global law, another very popular program that we have at our university. And here it is because you see law not only from one point of view, but from a global perspective. Online culture, our media and society, and this is how media, social media also, how it is affecting society. Then we have theology. Then we have sociology, and this is another really popular program that we have. It's a numerus fixus program because it is really, really popular. In the first year of your studies, you get the basics of psychology, but then you have 9 majors and minors to choose from. So you can study medical psychology, forensic psychology, organizational psychology, and then you can kind of shape your studies depending on what you want to do in the future. International sociology, global management of social issues. human resource studies, and then lastly we have University College Tilburg, and this program is also really popular because here you get kind of the best of Tilburg University. You get courses in uh, neuropsychology, in business, in law, and then you decide exactly what you want to do in the future, what you want to do specialize. Now we're going to move to talk about the master's programs. This depends on the university. So usually master's program can last 1 year or 2 years. In our university, they last 1 year, but there are opportunities to do an extended master's, double degree, depending on the program that you're going to study. They are fully linked in English, and here we have more than 40 programs and more than 60 tracks. So you have one program and then you have different tracks, and then you can decide, you get a list of courses and you can decide what you want to study. If you are interested in studying a master's program, please go to our website and check all the information. And as I told you, we have more than 40 programs, so it is quite difficult for me to remember all of them. But these are the programs that we have in business and management, for instance, marketing, analytics, international management, quite popular. We also have a master's in finance. In economics, we have, for instance, a research master in economics, econometrics, and mathematical economics. In communication, digital media, culture, and philosophy, this is the one I did, business communication and digital media. But we also have digital culture studies or philosophy, health humanities. In law, we also have, if you want to specialize, you have more European law, international business law and technology program that is getting very popular. And okay, let's move to social and behavioral sciences. This is the overview. Here we have programs, for instance, in economic psychology, human resources studies, a research master in psychology, or a research master in social and behavioral sciences. In data science and artificial intelligence, again, this is getting very popular and bigger every year, the studies in artificial intelligence. And here we have also the most popular program here is cognitive science and artificial intelligence, and also data science and entrepreneurship. And then we have theology with Christianity and society. But of course, also in the master's level, there is the opportunity to go the extra mile. So you can do a double degree. So you can follow an additional master's program for instance, our partner universities. And this depends on the program that you're going to study and the partner universities available. There is the opportunity to do an extended master's program, and you add 6 months, but this is only for students that are studying, for instance, business or economics. And then we have quantitative techniques of economics and management. And this is adding 1 year of your studies, and here you expand your network. There is also the opportunity to do an internship. So if you are interested in doing a double degree or an extended master's, please check your program and check the opportunities and the partner universities available. And what happens after your graduation? So this is very important question. Usually you get 1 year visa to search for a job, and here you have the list of popular companies that we have in the Netherlands, but you can also, of course, move around Europe. On average, our international graduates, they find a job within 3 months, and I'm going to give my example. It took me around 2 months to find my job, the one that I'm doing currently. So it is quite the percentage. This number, it is true, is around 3 months. You have the opportunity to write your thesis with a multinational company here in the Netherlands. This is also going to depend on your program. And there is a high demand for multidisciplinary graduates in the Netherlands and in Europe, usually everywhere, of course. So Tillburg University is going to offer you the highest education available. And we are really trying to make you, to develop your skills, again, having critical mindset, being socially responsible. Okay, let's say you like Tillburg University, you decide to come here to the Netherlands, and how it is to apply. Okay, so at the bachelor's level, this is the overview of the diplomas that we accept, and you can check them in our website. And I also listed this one. And if you are not sure, if you have a different diploma, you are not sure if your diploma is going to be accepted at Tillburg University, I would just recommend you to apply. The admission office is going to check your diploma and it's going to tell you the options. There is an English language proficiency requirement, and this is the list of the tests that you can do. There are some exemptions. You can also check them in our website. And depending on the program, there is also a math requirement. So some programs require you to have a higher level of mathematics. But if you want to study, for example, something in communication science, then you are not required to have a really high mathematical level. What happens if, for instance, yes, your diploma is not at the same level as a Dutch diploma? There are some options. So you can complete 1 year of academic education in your home country and pass all the courses. There is also the possibility to do a foundation year in Amsterdam, but you don't apply to the foundation year, you apply to the program. Okay, so let's say you are not sure, just apply to the program, send your grades, send your diploma, and then the admission office is going to tell you, well, we believe in your case, because it's an individual assessment, then they're going to tell you, we believe that you can do an 1 year foundation year in Amsterdam. So you don't apply straight to this, you apply to the program. And for the master's programs, you will need to have a bachelor degree that is going to be kind of related of what you want to study, also depending on the program. You have to prove your English proficiency, and then this is the list of the test with a minimal overall score that is a little bit higher than at the bachelor's level. There are some exceptions. Check them out on our website. And there are additional requirements depending on what you want to study. And if you want to do a research master's program, also the selection is a little bit different. If you are not sure if your bachelor's degree is related or is not at the same level as a Dutch bachelor's degree, just apply to our university. It is for free to apply. So just send an application, and then the admissions office is going to tell you what to do. And for instance, in my case, one second. Because I come from Peru, my diploma was not at the same level as the Dutch diploma. I had to do a pre-master's program. It's 6 months, and you also don't apply straight to the pre-master's, you apply to the master's program. Okay, let's continue. Let's say you want to apply. It is actually quite easy. You go to a study link, and this is the national webpage in the Netherlands. First, of course, you check the program, you check the name, and then you go to StudyLink, you register for the exact program that you want, you check the name, Tillburg University. Then you're going to get an invitation with all your login details and the instructions on what to do. And then you go to Osiris, and there you're going to upload all your documents. And then you can do this one day a little bit, you can upload your motivation. Another day you can upload your grades. And then when you have everything ready, you can submit your application. It takes around, it can take a few weeks before you get a reply. So it is recommended to do it as early as possible. If you have it ready, just submit your application. Always check our website for the complete requirements that you need to meet for the deadlines and the documents. For the bachelor's level, the deadline is May, you see it here. For EU, May 1st, for non-EU, April 1st, and January 15 for psychology, because it's a numerus fixus program. This means that we only accept 600 students, and the application it is different than a normal program. So please, if you want to study psychology, go to our website and check all the requirements. And these are the deadlines for the master's programs. Also, one detail is that not all the master's program open their courses twice a year. Sometimes they only open once a year. So please, if you're interested in a program, check everything in the website. Okay, and how about the cost? Yeah, so this is the tuition fee. The tuition fee is regulated by the Dutch government. For non-EU, it goes from 2,000 to 14,000, depending on the program, and from EU, 2,200. And we have an estimated cost of living for accommodation, depending on where you want to live. So if you want to live with other students and share the facility, share the kitchen and the living, it could cost you 400. If you want to live in a studio by yourself, it's going to be more expensive, 700, kind of. In food, drinks, and transportation, 300. In books, 75. You will need to have an insurance and visa, if applicable. A second-hand bike. It is very important in the Netherlands to have a bike. This is an approximation, so 70 euros, but you can find cheaper or more expensive bikes. And a sports car is 130 per year, so it's quite nice. And you get all the facilities. You could do a variety of sports. And how about housing? So housing, and I want to be honest with you, is been a problem in the Netherlands, not only for international students, but even for Dutch people. So it is a shortage of housing. And as most of universities in the Netherlands, we don't have a place that you rent from us. So we don't own housing. We do have reserved spaces. And if you want to apply for this, you need to do it on time. Be the first one to apply. And we also have a housing office, and they help you to check, for instance, the contract or check some things that you don't understand. But you don't rent a place from Tilburg University. It is your responsibility to find housing. We do help you. We have a webinar. We tell you all the options, all the companies available, and then you will need to navigate for yourself and check where do you want to live. And usually at the bachelor's level, in the Netherlands, there are not many opportunities for scholarships because the tuition fee, it is quite doable in comparison with other countries. But at the master's level, there are some opportunities for scholarships available. You can find them in our website. If you just Google Tilburg University scholarships, then they are listed there. I listed here a few of them. So, for instance, the NN Future Master Scholarship, Global Partner Scholarship, Research Master Scholarship. And if you are interested in applying for this, please go to the website and check the options, the deadline, very important, and just apply. And for more information, you can go to our website, download your personalized brochure. You click which information you want to see, so which programs are you interested in. And you can also see the upcoming events. It is not until a few weeks, I believe, but still we have open days in the bachelor's level, and we also have open day in the master's level. And I believe that's all the information I have for you guys. I hope now you have everything that you need to know about Tilburg University, our programs, the campus, the type of education that we have, housing, extra activities. So now we're gonna move to the Q&A section. So I know you have a lot of questions. You're wondering some information. So I'm gonna click it here. And it's also nice to see that you are paying attention, that you're interested in Tilburg University. What is a major difference from Tilburg University in business and management from other universities? Okay, one point, it depends per university. I'm not going to talk about specific universities, but Tilburg University was founded as a business school. So that is already an extra point for us. It is known for having great courses in businesses, in management, but I believe the education system in the Netherlands itself, it is really good. So if you decide for a different university, it is not that you're going to get a bad education. No, in the Netherlands, all universities are regulated by the government. They all need to meet high standards. So they are all good. Everywhere you go in the Netherlands is going to be a nice, great experience for you. But I'm just gonna say that Tillburg University has the point that it was founded as a business school. So the International Business Administration program that we have at the bachelor's level, it is the most popular program that we have. And you're gonna have a great experience here in your lectures with your classmates. It's quite a big, broad program. So it's gonna be a good opportunity. Okay. Is there programs in gastro? No. So this is what we've been talking about, right? So, okay, let me see. How do I put? So we've been talking about that there are two types of universities in the Netherlands. So we have universities of applied sciences and research university. If you want to do something more in tourism, gastronomy, I believe you are going to find more courses in universities of applied sciences. So where do you want to study? I told you already, it depends on what you want to do. We are here today at Tillburg University and we're a research university. So we have different types of programs. So we do not have something in what you're looking for. I'm really sorry. Could you explain accommodation facilities? Okay, so we were talking about housing. And housing in the Netherlands, everywhere it is difficult. Of course, Tilburg city is the seventh largest city in the Netherlands, so it's going to be a little bit easier for you to find housing than in other cities, bigger cities, but it is not easy. So accommodation, usually all universities at a research level, they don't own a place. So it's not that Tillburg University has a building, not all the students live there, but we do have some reserve spaces. We try to help you as much as possible. We have a housing office. They help you with the contract. But we do not have a building. You don't rent it from us. So my advice is going to be to please, if you want to study in the Netherlands, wherever you go, any city, check in advance all the options. Check the website from the university. Check the companies available in the city. Be the first one to apply to register if there are reserved spaces. Be on time. Do it a lot before starting your studies. So please do it on time. Have it in mind that it is difficult to find a place. It's not impossible also. It is not the end of the world, but please be on time. Just have it in your mind that you will need to spend some time looking for a place. Okay, let's continue. How about IB credentials? I believe you need 24 credits, if I'm not mistaken. And also, IB students, there is a little bit different, not requirements, but yeah, for the points, and also depending on which type of IB, in which type of IB school you studied. So please go to the program that you want to study and check the requirements there. How many international students are in Tilburg? Is around 4,000 students. Depending on the program, it could be 30 to 35% of international students in your class. So it depends on the program. International Business Administration is quite popular for international students, but some programs are not as popular. So it depends on the program, but on average is around 30 to 35%. Okay, are you able to work after graduation? Do you help with that? Of course, you are able to work, and we try to help you as much as possible. So we do have a career center, and they have different activities. Depending for in the program, they also have a career day, and they have companies going to the university. There is also for something I did. It was how to create your profile on on the internet, right? Or how to write your motivational letter for applying for a company, or your curriculum, your CV. So we do try to help you as much as possible. There are opportunities to work in the Netherlands. On average, depends on you. It could take you to 3 months around to find your first job after graduation. It took me 2 months for me. And if you want to work and study, we do recommend you to not work in the first year of your studies and first check for yourself. So check, this is going to be a new country, a new experience for you. So first it is important to get used to the country, to have friends, to of course get into the activities in the university, to check the study load. And then if you say, it is okay for me to do a part-time job, to work some hours per week, it is a possibility, but depends on you. Okay, let's continue. Is it possible to apply for the third year of a bachelor's degree, like completing the last 2 years of my bachelor's degree? I've heard about this, and this is done really depending on the program, on the admission office. So if you want to study something in your home country or in a different country, and then you want to move some of the credits to Tillburg University, I cannot promise you that it is possible because it is done by, I believe, the admission office. So you will have to email them and ask them about this. So go to our website again, check the program, check the contact person, and send them an email and check if it is possible. Then this one. I have a double nationality. Okay, yeah. Do I Turkish and French? Do I have advantages when applying to Tillburg University? It could be. Depends. You will need to choose from which nationality you want to apply. So if you decide to apply from a French nationality, the tuition fee it is different. So for the people who have double nationalities, they will have to choose which one they want to choose. Okay, I believe those were all the questions. Do you have, guys, do you have more questions? I'm happy to answer them. Write them in the questions section. And if not, of course, I've been saying it a lot of times, go to our website, Tillburg University, and we have a lot of information. We have videos. We also have webinars, how to apply, webinars about housing. Also webinars also about this, about getting to know Tillburg University in the bachelor's level and in the master's level. We are also on Instagram. You can also check our activities there.
Hi, Ingrid. Also, we have another question. Could you please answer that? I just translated for you on the chat.
Oh, perfect. Okay, let me I in the chat. Okay.
Yes.
I have this is a very specific question. I would try to answer it. Okay, so you've done already business administration, business intelligence and data analytics. Quite nice. Can I do both a language and a master's degree? What do you mean by a language program? So you mean like doing an extra, like taking a course, or? You can apply for the master's degree, that's for sure. And depending on the program is the cost. For a master's degree, it can go up to 14,000 something, around 15,000. And a work permit, when you're an international student, you get some hours that you can have for working, but a work permit is a different than a student visa. But it is possible to do a part-time job.
Oh, so he meant after the language program, he wants to study his master's.
What he means by language program, is he studying something in teaching, or he means just like a English course?
English course. After he finishes English course, he wants to study his master's. Like
Oh yeah,
English.
of course, it is possible. So you need to submit an English proficiency test, and depends on the test that you want to do. Depends that has the minimum grade that you need. I believe for a master's program, it depends per test. But if you pass the test, then of course it is if proven that you have sufficient English level to be able to study at our university. And also, for instance, what I did was I took some, there are a lot of courses online too to help you to take this test, this English proficiency test. They give you tricks, and then you get the score that you need to study at our university, which is, it is actually really quite doable. It is not impossible. It's not a super high grade that you need to be able to study, and it is quite okay. You can do it. Just complete your studies and check the extra courses, the tricks to pass this test, and you're gonna be fine. How should we've talked about it already, how to apply. So you go to our website, you check the program, and then you decide, for instance, I want to study I want to study business administration, an IBA, International Business Administration. You check exactly the name, then you go to a study link, and there you check the program, the name, our university, then you register, then you're going to get a confirmation on your email with all the instructions and the documents that you need to upload. And also, if you go to our website, they are going to tell you exactly what you need to do. We have videos, exactly how to apply. It is quite easy, intuitive. So you will see all the steps in our website.
Yes, thank you very much for the great presentation, Ingrid, and thank you very much for your answers too. You covered all of the questions. It was very informative for the attendees. Also, could you please share an email address on the chat box so that the participants can directly contact if they have any other additional questions?
Of course. Perfect. You need. Okay, so that's the email. If you have questions related to anything, the program, if you want to come visit our campus, or tuition fee, your diploma, anything, the English test, anything, you just can send us an email there, and we're really happy to help you. So thank you so much for being here, guys. I hope you choose for Tillburg University, and I hope to see you really soon here on our campus in Tillburg City and in Tillburg University.
Yes, thank you very much again. Also, I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Umarım sizin için de faydalı bir webinar olmuştur. Bir sonraki webinarlarımızda görüşmek üzere. Tillburg Üniversitesi ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için chat kısmında paylaşılmış olan mail adresinden Ingrid'e ulaşabilirsiniz. Herkese teşekkürler. Thank you very much again, Ingrid. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.